Good morning, my fellow yogic travelers. I'm mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope that you are too, as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, and live the life we love. It's Monday, so let's get right to it. It's Poetry Day by Anthony Machado. Last night as I was sleeping. Last night as I was sleeping, I dreamt marvelous era, that a spring was breaking out in my heart. I said, along which secret aqueduct, O water, are you coming to me? Water of the new life that I have never drunk. Last night as I was sleeping, I dreamt marvelous era, that I had a beehive here inside my heart, and the golden bees were making white combs and sweet honey from my old failures. Last night as I was sleeping, I dreamt, oh marvelous era, that a fiery sun was giving light inside my heart. It was fiery because I felt warmth, as if from a hearth, and sun because it gave light and brought tears to my eyes. Last night as I slept, I dreamt, marvelous era, that I had God here inside my heart. All right, my journaling friends, what's the biggest challenge you're facing right now, and how are you handling it? Facing it with power, or avoiding it and constructing fear around it? Okay. Think about it yourself, elevate the conversation with those who are willing to talk to you, or let me know and I'll tell you what's going on with me. All right, my teacher, BKS Iyengar, one of the first things I learned is he's not impressed by your poses. So if you're just trying to please daddy, he doesn't care if you can do the Cirque du Soleil poses. His motivation is coming from somewhere else. So you have to learn to motivate yourself from somewhere else, because it's not about catching his eye and having him tell you, oh, you're doing good. You got to own it yourself. And you have to maintain what they call sattva guna, or that relaxed place in your face. Not only just in yoga, but in your daily life. In Light and Yoga, there's only three faces he has. The relaxed face of Shavasana, the lion face of Simhasana, and then the Shanmukhi Mudra face where you're closing off the gates. Anyway, in your daily life, see if you can bring your attention back to your face and instead of tightening it, let go. Now, I'm a hippie, and my whole life I've longed for and found my own wild kind. I've hung on, I've proceeded with hope. I've recognized that's my inner beacon that guides me throughout my whole life and will continue to guide me for the rest of my life. And somehow I remember that spring always comes, no matter how dark the winter may seem. Now, in my psychological studies, first of all, I try to see if there's any remnant of what's called the high chair tyrant, that thinks it's the center of the universe and that everybody exists to satisfy its limitlessness of its demands. The part that really expects the impossible from myself and berates others when they cannot come up to the standard of the demands I have, which never are satisfied. And then do I reject the things that I really need for life, which is emotional food, which is love? So reflect on that. Now, one of the crazy things about our culture is we're a Baskin-Robbins culture. We don't like just having vanilla and chocolate. So you have your remote and you have 100 different stations on. By the time it takes you to rifle through the stations, you've wasted like 20, 30 minutes, so you could just pick one and keep on going. So the lure of the next practice, of the new, it's always there, and you don't find this in as many other countries or cultures. We're a multicultural society, and it seems like we're always looking for the next bigger and better fix. We're a techno society with more technology than any other society has ever had before us. We have so much access to different styles and ways of knowing, being, having, transforming. It's as if we're living in an experimental lab where all is being made on the spot. That's why it seems so anxiety provoking. We're like in a free fall to the future, and no one knows where we're going to end up. So I say study psychological pragmatism. The fruit is determined by its effect. If it releases constructive energy and promotes psychic well-being, it's valid, it's cherished, and it's almost irresistible. So see by what you do. Even Jesus said, by the fruits you shall know them. And remember, as the affirmation masters keep reminding us, the laws of thought are the laws of destiny. Whatever you believe with feeling, you're going to bring into your life. So remember, you belong to Spirit, and Spirit is love. So why fret? Take it easy. To the extent that it's possible, don't worry. Live in eternity. Not just unending time. Right now, live in eternity. And then you got to ask yourself, so what's the rush? I should slow down. I'm already in eternity. All right. I hope you can chant this mantra, this affirmation, as the day winds on. I do all things to the best of my ability. Whatever I put my attention into becomes my point of attraction. And I enjoy well-being, clarity, and abundance. May that ever be so for you. Have a great day.